FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
We've also participated in something that I call the regulatory charade. Now, what is this? The regulatory charade, it's fun. It's like a game, like charades, where what everybody in Washington does is say, the CEOs say, well, it's not our fault, the regulators didn't get it right. The regulators say, we didn't get it right because we didn't have enough power. And so everybody runs to Capitol Hill and writes a new law. We didn't need new laws. All this stuff, we didn't need new laws. We just needed regulators who used the power they already had. They didn't want to until this crisis. They had all the power. You want proof of this? Look at what will be in tomorrow's New York Times, and I'm sure will be in all the papers as well. I just saw it on their website before I came over here. The Federal Reserve Bank is suddenly putting in place new rules that will say banks can't increase credit card fees without getting the consent of the consumer. Well, that sounds like a nice idea. Why didn't they do it 5 years ago? Right? If they can do it today, why didn't they do it before? All the things they've done, they already had the power to do. All the dramatic steps they took to resuscitate, to bail out, to restructure, to guarantee, they had all this power. They just never wanted to use it. Never wanted to use it. So they're going to pass a new law. There'll be a big signing ceremony. Everybody will say it won't happen again because now the Fed has the power. They already had it. This is one big facade that should be shattered. They had the power, didn't want to use it. And that's what I refer to as the Peter Principle on steroids. Everybody know what the Peter Principle is? People are promoted to the point of their incompetence. In Washington, we have a different game. We call it what I call the Peter Principle on steroids. People are promoted to the point of their incompetence. The incompetence creates a crisis. They then use the crisis to ask for even more power. So they get a promotion even beyond the point of their incompetence because of the crisis that they created because they'd already been promoted. And this is what we're doing. I mean, think about this. If there were two entities that were fundamentally at the heart of this crisis, it's the Fed and the Treasury Department. You forget the OCC, the FDIC perhaps it did better, OTS. I mean, there are a lot of alphabet agencies out there. Forget it. Fed, Treasury, they failed. Completely, utterly failed. And yet if you look at the proposals, the Fed, under the White House proposal, is going to be our systemic risk regulator. Wow, that's important. I hate to break it to you, they already are. They already have been. That's their job. That's what they've been supposed to be doing for 20 years. Where were they? It was the same thing with the stress test. Remember, a few months ago, they announced big press conference, we're going to do stress tests. Everybody said, that's a great idea. They're banking regulators. What have they been doing until now? I mean, if you're not doing a stress test when you're a banking regulator, the only thing they were supposedly doing was checking to see whether these banks were solvent and liquid, whether their debt was too much. This is all a game, right? This is all restating the obvious. They already had the power to do all of this. They just chose not to do it.